Zach, did Michael Carter's release send a message to the offense?
I don't know if I would say send a message by any means. I mean, Mike is one of my favorite players I've ever been with. You know, just the presence he brings, truly just an unbelievable human. You know, obviously we came at the same time together, so I love him like a brother. You know, and I wish him the best. But I wouldn't say by any means send a message for anything.
You've had success against Buffalo so far in your career. What is it about playing against them?
Yeah, they're obviously extremely talented, all the way around, offensively, defensively. A good team, always a battle. You know, we know the importance of the game, and so, you know, can we go out there and just execute how we need to?
Zach, Garrett mentioned yesterday there was a players meeting. Why was that necessary, did you think, and what did you guys kind of get from it?
Yeah, you know, we spent a lot of time talking, you know, kind of individually with different groups and stuff, and I think it was a good time to, you know, everyone just be in the same room together as an offense and just, you know, try and figure some things out, how we can be better, you know, and I think just kind of everyone trying to figure something out, you know, we got to be better, so I think that's where it starts.
Just talking and...
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely, just kind of getting everybody's thoughts.
So it's just the offensive background?
Yeah, this was we were already broken up in units anyways. I mean, at that point, it wasn't like, you know, we said, hey, you know, defense, give us some space. They were in their defensive meeting. We were in our offensive meeting.
Zach, when we look at it, we sort of go like the last 3 games or last 11 quarters, break it down by drives. Do you, when you think about the offensive struggles, do you look at it that big, or do you kind of just look at what happened in Vegas and trying to fix that right now?
Yeah, I don't know if we look at it as just like, you know, what happened in that game. It's like, well, what happened on that play? You know, how can we have been better on that play? And everybody has their 1/11th that they're doing to try and figure out how we can be better. And overall, it comes down to we just need to be better more. We just need to be better more all the way around the board. And we need to stop with the self-inflicted wounds, obviously. We've said that a million times. And, you know, we just need to be better. That's all it comes down to.
You were running the ball the other night. It was a lot of yards. Was it something by design? Did you go in with it making a concerted effort that I'm going to try to do this, or did it just develop, you know, as game situation?
Yeah, I didn't. I don't normally ever go in thinking, you know, hey, I'm going to try and run a lot today. But I think anytime you can use your legs, help extend on third downs, if it presents itself, if it looks like it's there, if something doesn't look like it's open, if a lane kind of pops, you know, being able to use my feet there.
You're good at it. You should do it more.
Yeah, I think, yeah, absolutely. I would like to not to, you know, if we can just make everything clean, that'd be great. But obviously that's not how football works. So, you know, I think just anytime I can use it, I should be able to do that.
What was going through your head when they said your foot was out of bounds on that run?
Yeah, it was unfortunate. I was going to step out anyways because I thought, obviously, whoever was on the sideline was going to take a shot at me. And then kind of as I got close to the end zone, I was like, he doesn't really look like he's playing me. So I kind of just tried to dive for it, and unfortunately, it was close, and then we ended up getting the penalty, and we ended up settling for a field goal, you know, so it really is a game of inches.
Zach, you said part of the conversation with the offense was thinking about individual plays and what can we do on that plan. I know Coach always talks about staying in the moment. Has that been difficult at times during this stretch when you're struggling to stay in that moment?
Yeah, I think it comes down to short-term memory, being able to like reset every single play, no matter what happened. I mean, that's something I try and continually work in practice and then take into the games is, you know, you make a mistake, you have a good play, whatever it is, the highs and the lows of the game, how can I just reset myself right back to neutral? And that new play is an entirely new play. Like, it's what's the defense presenting to itself here, and whatever just happened doesn't matter at this point.
How much time have you spent with Izzy, and what do you think he can do for the offense in whatever role he plays this week?
Yeah, he's a stud. I obviously got to see him, you know, all the way through training camp and preseason stuff too. You know, he's right next to me in our lockers, and great dude, phenomenal guy. I'm excited to just see what he can do. You know, I think he's a great player that just does all the right things, so I'm excited for him.
Sal has been very publicly supportive of you. What does that mean when the coach, who's obviously getting a lot of heat now, comes out that strongly in your support?
Yeah, I appreciate that a lot, you know, and I think it speaks a lot, and you know, it tells me that I'm doing some of the right things, and I just got to keep going. I got to keep trying to be better. I got to keep trying to be as efficient as possible and help this offense be in the right positions. You know, but I appreciate that he sees, you know, some growth in the things that, you know, I've really been working on.
What's the urgency like right now, Zach? If you guys are 4-5, if you look at the AFC, there's a lot of teams getting bunched together. We're going to be separation over the next few weeks. So what's the urgency like right now in this room?
Yeah, it sounds like the NFL. You know what I mean? Everyone really close, every game really close, everything coming down to the end. And so, for us as an offense, it's how can we be more detailed? How can we be better? How can we, no team can be good enough to overcome what we were going through last week as far as just penalties and negative plays. So we need to be able to clean those up to be better. And this is where it really starts to matter, right? Going into these stretch of games, we need to be better.
That said, Zach, about the teams clustering, you have 2 division games coming up now. Is that still the best path to the playoffs, where you guys want to go?
Yeah, I mean, every game we look at the exact same way. We're not ever going to hey, division game this week, we need to make sure we play harder or play tough, whatever. It's all the same, right? We got to go out there, no matter who we're playing. Every game matters. Every win matters. And so that's how we're going to approach this one as well.
Zach, you mentioned the game of inches before, and you watched the last play again, where you escaped and went down. Did you know you were that close live versus when you saw it, and how close Garrett came to catching it?
I didn't. I mean, I kind of threw it and I think kind of went out of bounds a little bit. I just saw a big bunch of guys down there at the end, and someone told me how close it was, but it's truly how it is. It's a game of inches, and all the way down to the last seconds, it always matters.
Good. Thank you very much.
Thanks, guys.